How to overcome low self-esteem. The journey of life becomes so hard and painful for the person who has low self-esteem. Due to low self-esteem, people feel lack of self-confidence to make even the smallest decision to upgrade their lives and ultimately lost their happiness in life. If you feel having low self-esteem, you need to address it on a priority basis without being embarrassed about it. It is completely normal to feel having low self-esteem. The problem of low self-esteem is widespread. A lot of people struggle with the low self-esteem. A healthy self-esteem is important in your life because it helps you to feel good about yourself, take pride in your abilities and achievements, be gentle with yourself when you make mistakes, and hold your head high. It enables you to make your own decision, follow your own dream with confidence without being bothered about what others would think about you. In other words, it is the self-esteem that defines who you are as a person. Do not feel sorry for yourself if you are having low self-esteem, otherwise it would become difficult to get over it. Most of the people are suffering with this widespread low self-esteem problem, and the ultimate way to overcome it is putting consistent effort to change how you feel about yourself. You cannot overcome low self-esteem overnight, you get over it gradually. Here are some of the ways that you would find it useful to overcome low self-esteem. 1. Love yourself. Love is the most powerful force in the universe, and it always begins with the one you have with yourself. You cannot be happy forever and increase your self-esteem just by doing things only to please someone in order to get appreciation. Keep in mind that you have some qualities that are unique to you, which define you, and you should love yourself for that, and the world will notice it and start loving you. That is why, if you want to get over low self-esteem, you should learn to love yourself. 2. Accept what you cannot change in yourself. It would be always better to change what you do not like about yourself, but there would be some aspects of life that you cannot change, like complexion, height, or physical deformity. If you have anyone, then you should accept it and you should not feel sorry for yourself about it. It is not what you dislike about yourself, but what you like matters in life. So concentrate on what you like in you and improve them to make what you dislike about you very trivial. Your self-esteem is not defined by how you look or your disability, but what you think about yourself. Change your perspective and look at your flaws as something that make you unique and never feel embarrassed about it. 3. Stop making self-worth conditional. Having a sense of self-worth is not conditional. You can feel it right now. If you base your self-worth on the accomplishment of certain extraordinary goals, then you make yourself vulnerable to low self-esteem. Do not be so hard on yourself and put a condition of realizing the goals that you have to struggle with in order to have self-worth. Goals are important in a sense that it gives direction to life, but adventure of life lies in the process of realization of goals. And you should have a sense of self-worth on the basis of having the ability to follow your desired goal. 4. Do not let others make you feel bad. Generally, if anyone is told often that they are stupid, loser, fat, or unattractive, they tend to believe the same even though that may not be true. If someone often tries to pull you down, you should ignore such people. They are jealous about you and frustrated about themselves. Other people cannot affect your sense of self-esteem unless you let them. So do not let others make you feel bad in order to get over your low self-esteem. 5. Do not care what others think about you. Often the cause of low self-esteem is the fear of making mistakes, losing image in the eye of others, and being afraid of rejection. Keep in mind that being a human being, you are bound to make mistakes, and that should not prohibit you go out of your comfort zone and try new things in life. It is not the mistakes, but what you have accomplished matters in life. So do not care what others think about you and keep on following your dream of life. 6. Be curious to learn. Thinking good about yourself definitely increase your self-esteem. But you should back your self-esteem up with constant learning and developing new skills. Be curious to acquire knowledge and develop new skills so that you could be the most interesting person in your surroundings and be able to get things done early and smoothly with the help of newly acquired skills and expertise. 7. Stop comparing yourself with others. Comparing with others is the surest way to lower your self-esteem. No one can be exactly the same like someone, so comparing yourself with others is the worst thing you can do with yourself. If someone is an expert in certain field, then it does not mean that they could be good in every field. Everyone is unique and best at something. You just need to find your own domain and focus on it in order to enjoy the thrill of getting success in your field. So stop comparing yourself with others and learn to love your unique talents. 8. Stop dwelling on the negative experiences. The journey of life is not smooth. There would always be ups and downs. If you have gone through some rough times, accept it as a part of the journey of life, but dwelling on the only negative experiences of life is not good for your self-esteem. Always keep in mind that no matter what happens to you, you are always going to be you, and there would be always someone who going to love you. The negative experiences of life do not guarantee that the thing will always turn out to be negative. So stop dwelling on the negative experiences and always keep in mind that life is good and worth living for, even though a lot of negative experiences happens to you. 9. Do not push yourself to be a perfectionist. It is always better to do something imperfectly and keep on improving day by day than to do nothing due to the fear of making mistakes. Generally, if you want to do anything perfectly, the chances are you would procrastinate to an extent that you ultimately do nothing at all, and this will lower your self-esteem as well as wear you down physically and mentally. So if you want to get over low self-esteem, then do not push yourself to be a perfectionist. Start doing the desired task and keep on improving yourself to gain your self-esteem. 10. Develop a habit to think positive. The best way to overcome low self-esteem is to develop a habit to think positive instead of keeping your focus on what you lack in your life. A habit does not form overnight. It develops gradually, but at the initial stage you should be careful about it. Whenever a negative thought pops into your mind, make a conscious effort to change it to a positive one, and over the period of time you would be able to develop a habit to think positive. Once you develop a habit to think positive, the problem of having low self-esteem would be the thing of the past. Hence, always keep in mind that it is completely your responsibility to feel good about yourselves in order to have high self-esteem. It is your birthright to be confident. Use your full potential to realize the dreams and live a happy and successful life. So make a conscious effort to overcome low self-esteem so that you can make your life worthwhile to live. Dress nicely, pamper yourself, form a habit to exercise regularly. Avoid loneliness, improve your posture, never get indulged in comparison with others, feel good about yourself, and do whatever you need to overcome low self-esteem. Life would be full of fun and enriching experiences when you overcome low self-esteem.